Welcome in, and thanks for joining us for the latest WHHI Daily News. A special thanks to Betsy for sitting in for the last couple of weeks. I'm Bob Stevens. We begin with all fair in love and politics. The state Republican Party has kind of thrown a dagger at the presidential hopes of two of its own most prominent members. The party has invited former President Trump to be the keynote speaker at its biggest fundraising event of the summer, the Silver Elephant Gala in Columbia, August 5th, snubbing former Governor Nikki Haley and Senator Tim Scott. Trump also scheduled to visit Pickens in the upstate on July 1st for an Independence Day celebration. Recent polling does have the former president well ahead of the field, including Haley and Scott in the Palmetto State. With all the fuss at school board meetings, first over mask mandates and recently over book bans, the Beaufort County School Board is considering new rules that might further limit public comment sections that have turned the meetings into marathons. One solution could be to force groups that want to speak individually on a topic to appoint just one speaker instead. The discussion about the discussions will continue. Hundreds of former women Marines from around the country attended the deactivation ceremony at Parris Island of the Women's Battalion that had been making Marines for the last 35 years. The training of women and men, of course, has been integrated at Parris Island for a couple of years now, making the all-female 4th Battalion pretty unnecessary. While some of the returnees had bittersweet thoughts of the deactivation, most felt its time had come. Nearly 14,000 women are now active Marines. That's about 8% of the overall total. Meanwhile, the Marines are investigating the death of another recruit at Parris Island in what is being described as a non-training incident. 18-year-old Marshall Hartman from Prescott, Michigan, was in his 6th day of recruit training when he passed last week. He's the second recruit to die in the last 3 months at Parris Island. And most of us probably know a fair amount about the Lowcountry's part of Civil War history, but what about the Revolutionary War? The Morris Center for Lowcountry Heritage is hosting an event Wednesday for guests to explore the impact of the Palmetto State on the War for Independence and how the state's going to celebrate the 250th anniversary of the Revolution. The activity will take place from 1 until 2 p.m. Wednesday at the center on Jacob Smart Boulevard in Ridgeland. You can find out more at morrisheritagecenter.org. For more information on these and other Lowcountry stories, we invite you to visit the sources listed on your screen. Let's get an update on summertime sports from Justin Jarrett.
Hey, it's time for Last Night in the Loco on WHHI, powered by LocoSports.com. One of our own made it to the pinnacle of his profession this weekend when former Hilton Head High and South Carolina Gamecocks pitcher Carmen Mlodzinski got the call from the Pittsburgh Pirates on Friday and made his big league debut a few hours later against the Milwaukee Brewers by striking out the first batter he faced. Mlodzinski gave up a solo homer in his debut, but that was the only damage in 1 1/3 innings, and he retired all 4 batters he faced in his second outing Sunday. Many more MLB innings to come. And the next generation of Hilton Head baseball stars have been showing off during All-Star season. The Hilton Head Ozone team finished its impressive run through the district tournament with a 17-4 win over Jasper in the title game Friday, punching their ticket to Moncks Corner for the state tournament in July. The 8U Coach Pitch All-Stars from Hilton Head are close to claiming their spot in the state tourney after 2 dominant wins. They'll face Bluffton National for the championship tonight, and Hilton Head won the first meeting 12-0. And the 10U Minors District Tournament got rolling over the weekend in Walterboro, with Hilton Head and Bluffton set to square off tonight with a spot in the championship game on the line after both recorded blowout wins in their openers. We'll update you tomorrow on Last Night in the Loco. For Loco Sports and WHHI, I'm Justin Jarrett. Until next time, go Loco.
Thanks, Justin. We have hit a kind of a pattern of afternoon showers and more afternoon showers and more afternoon showers lately. Maria Soden, does that pattern continue through this week?
Thanks, Bob. Yep, so taking a look ahead, it does look like we're in for another week of scattered showers and thunderstorms. So taking a look at Tuesday, it's going to be cloudy with a couple of showers in the morning, followed by some heavy thunderstorms in the afternoon, which may continue on into the evening. Hillton's going to have a high of 82, a low of 72. Bluffton's have a high 84, a low of 71. And Beaufort's going to have a high of 83 and a low of 73. The sunrise for Tuesday is going to be at 6:16 and sunset's going to be at 8:32. Taking a look at the beach tides, high tide's going to be at 11:19 a.m. and low tide's going to be at 6:39 p.m. Taking a look into the rest of the week, Wednesday, it's going to be cloudy with scattered showers and thunderstorms throughout the day and into the evening. Highs in the 80s, lows in the 70s. Come Thursday, it's going to be cloudy with some heavy downpours throughout the day, but should be clearing up by the evening. Again, highs in the 80s, lows in the 70s. And then come Friday, it's going to be cloudy with a couple of scattered showers and thunderstorms throughout the day, and they may continue on into the evening. Highs in the 80s, lows in the 70s. That's it for today. Let's head back to the desk.
When we come back, we're going to talk about the Bluffton Farmers Market and about how you can help overseas deployed folks from the Lowcountry get a little spice of home. But up next, we're going to discuss Mitchellville. Big weekend for them with Juneteenth and a special celebration this past weekend. Stay with us.